The Europa League Conference qualifier draw has taken place. There's some good news and there is some bad news for Hearts. The good news is we could be taking on Crusaders. But the bad news is we won't be taking on them because they're shit and we're going to end up playing Rosenborg instead. Welcome back, guys, to Son of Scotland TV. Let's have a little bit of a look here at the Europa Conference League qualifying round. So the draw was made today. It is official. Hearts will either take on Northern Ireland's Crusaders or take on Norway's Rosenborg. Now, of course, I would much rather play Crusaders, but the chances of Crusaders beating Rosenborg are very slim. So I don't think we'll be taking on Crusaders. There's multiple reasons why I would like to take them on. A, we've got the whole Battle of Britain thing. That would just be a nice wee cool tag to add to the game. Second of all, some people in Northern Ireland think that their level of football is on the same level as Scotland minus the Old Firm, and it is clearly not. I would like to see a competitive game between Hearts and a non-Irish team just so we could absolutely blow them away and end any doubt about which league is stronger. And third of all, I'd rather take on Crusaders because they're not Rosenborg. They're not the Norwegian side that we know in the past has been a Champions League team, has been a dominant team in the Norwegian league. They've went through periods where they've won league title after league title after league title. Now, I say that, at least Rosenborg are on the decline. They're not the team that they used to be. Now, if we were taking on Rosenborg from like 8, 9, 10 years ago, then maybe I'd be panicking a bit more. But I actually think we could beat this Rosenborg. Now, they're probably still slight favourites against us. I can accept that. But I would say it's pretty close. I'd say it's maybe like 60-40 Rosenborg if that tie happens. If we end up taking on Crusaders, then it's like 90-10 in our favour. So, obviously, I hope it is Crusaders, but I don't think it will be. So, that is match 24, I believe. We will take on the winner of that year. So they will play the first leg on July 27th, and then the second leg is the 3rd of August. And then our ties will be on the 10th of August and the 17th of August. So I believe the 10th of August will be between match day 1 and match day 2 in the Cinch Premiership. So away from home, again, I think I would much rather travel to Northern Ireland than travel to Norway. Especially the first match being away. Do we really want to... And I know Norway's not the furthest of a place away, I get that. I mean, it could be worse. You could be playing someone on, like, the east side of Europe. So, it could have been worse, don't get me wrong. But it's still, geographically, you would rather take on Crusaders. But let's have a quick look then at Crusaders. So, you can see from 2012 to 2018, really, they were pretty good. They were one of the top teams in Northern Ireland, winning the league 3 times out of 6. And then the other 3 occasions, they managed to finish in the top 3. So there's no denying that they are one of the better sides in Northern Ireland. But if you look at their last 5 seasons, they haven't made the top 2. And only once have they managed to finish in the top 3. So they're definitely not as good as they were, and I guess maybe Crusaders share that in common with Rosenborg, the fact that both of these teams are not as good as they were like 8 years ago. But the only problem is, I don't think it would matter if we played Crusaders 8 years ago or if we played them right now. I think we beat them either way. If Crusaders are dominating the Non-Irish League, that would not worry me in the slightest. However, if Rosenborg are dominating the Norwegian League, then they're probably pretty good. Now, let's look at Rosenborg. They used to dominate the Norwegian League, so we can see in 2005, 2006, 2017, 2018, they won 4 consecutive league titles. And before that, the 2 seasons before that, they came second on 2 occasions. You can see the years that they won the 4 league titles. They also won the Norwegian Cup 3 out of the 4 times. And the other competitions, I'm not too sure what this Mr. Finale thing is. Maybe it's like the League Cup in Norway, but they won that as well. So not just have they been winning the league, but they've also been having double trophy seasons between 15 and 18. And this was around the period where they were constantly getting Celtic in the Champions League qualifiers. I don't know if you can remember. I'm pretty sure they also got into a Champions League group with Real Madrid one year. I think they got a draw against Real Madrid, but they would always get Celtic. It was weird. They always got Celtic in the qualifiers. Sometimes Celtic would beat them. Sometimes Celtic would lose to them. But I do remember a draw tending to be the most common result in those games. But if we look at the previous 4 seasons now, the Norwegian League is currently in effect. It is halfway through the season, or approaching halfway through the season, so I'm not going to look too much into that. But if we look at the last 4 seasons, you can see that they haven't finished in the top 2. They've finished 3rd twice, 4th and 5th. So, and look at the cups. They haven't done well in the cups either. Previously, they were winning the cups and doing really well. And then you look after that, they've yet to get past round 4 in the cup. So they've not even made the quarterfinals of the Norwegian Cup in the last 4 years. So that shows you, in the last 4 completed seasons, they're not doing very good. This is a team that is on the decline. And then if we look at them in this current season, they're halfway through. They're currently 10th. They could possibly go down. Yes, they could possibly get relegated. How crazy is that? And it shows in the results. Even if you look at the attendances, when they were winning the league, they were getting like 17,000 on average. And you look at them now, over the last couple of seasons, if we don't count the COVID seasons, you know, they're doing roughly about 12.5, 13. So we can see now that they are on the decline. And like this season, they are fighting a relegation battle. Could they perhaps prioritise a league game over a Europa Conference League qualifier? Possibly. What's more important to them? Trying to get past the 3rd round or trying to stay in Norwegian top flight? You've got to factor that in. So that could also help us out. And another thing, if you look at the top goal scorers, if you look at the 3 seasons that they won the league, they had the 3 top goal scorers in the league, 22, 19 and 19. Since then, they haven't really got anybody that has been close to breaking the 20 goal barrier. So even though they're on the decline as a team, it doesn't look like they have good goal scorers as they did in the past either. So no, I mean, I am pretty confident against Rosenborg. I'm not saying it's a gimme. Of course it's not. It's going to be a tough game. I'm not delusional. I know that this is a 50-50 tie. Some people will argue Rosenborg are slight favourites. I'd probably argue that you're correct. But I think this is a winnable tie. And I think we should be going into this tie with every ambition and every thought of coming out with the victory here. We want to be in the Europa Conference League group stage. I understand there are some mega teams waiting in the playoffs, and no matter, let's be real, the likelihood is, no matter who we get in the playoffs, we're going to be heavy underdogs. But I don't think our journey should be ending here. I think we need to at least get past this round, get ourselves a bit of momentum, get our coefficient up, get the country's coefficient up, and just get a good win. Get a good win in a European tie. And we can build on that. We can go somewhere. We can't just lay down and go to Rosenborg. Will we qualify for the group stages? I don't think so, based on the teams that are in the playoffs. But I do think that we can, and I actually think that we will beat Rosenborg. I am pretty confident, albeit I know it's going to be very tough. So that is the draw, guys, for us. And I was looking at Hibernian's draw, so they are currently taking on Santa Coloma or someone from like Andorra on the set. Yes, so Interclub from Andorra. But then I was looking at who Hibs get, so they're match 25, and we can see who the match 25 get. Where's match 25? Can't I see it? Match 25. It was here somewhere. Shite. It's just completely disappeared. There is no match 25. Match 25 is just went. Oh, it's here. So match 25 plays the winner of match 3, and the winner of match 3 will be between the Gardens and Lucerne. So I actually look at that and I don't know, I think Hibs, even though they come in around earlier than us, I think they've got the slightly easier tie here, regardless of which one of these teams go through. So I don't know if that's fair, but again, it's all the luck of the draw. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping we're taking on Crusaders. I've got a feeling we won't be, but you never know. You never know. Maybe Rosenborg will slip up, and yeah, I mean, I'd just much rather see Crusaders versus Hearts than Crusaders versus Rosenborg. I mean, than Hearts versus Rosenborg. But yeah, I'll take it either way. I'm confident, guys. I am super confident. Let me know if you're confident. Let me know if you think we'll make it into the next round. I'm hoping we will. I think we will. Got to be positive. But we need more signings. Come on, give us another big signing. I want more. These qualifiers are fast approaching, so let's get some more players into the club. Anyway, guys, that's it. I'll catch you in the next one. I'll put it this way. It could have been worse. It could have been better, but it definitely could have been worse. So we'll end it on that. Till next time. Peace.